Hi, my name is Krista Giunta, and this is my Art and the Industry interview project for art history. This project will include myself conducting an interview with Barbara Hasher. Barbara Hasher is the author of the book, The Warrens. She's a 25-year-old college graduate who has always held a great appreciation for the arts. Ms. Hasher has finished her work for this project this past year and is already in development for her next project. As a new author, she was the perfect candidate for my interview. Starting things off, my first question, what do you see as the role of the visual arts in society today, particularly in your profession? Tasha replies, visual arts is needed to incite interest in all entertainment media, specifically in the form of cover art and writing. Picture books also rely on illustrations to reiterate narration, if not periodically replace it. Lovely little clip coming up for you here. Even James Patterson has gotten into children's books with some illustrations in them. It's a combination of picture books and novels. And for our second question, new communications and media technologies make imagery almost instantly available. Do you believe that this is having a positive or negative influence on your field/industry? Please provide an example, Ms. Hasher. Replies with, improved quality of technology will always appeal to the more modern author. For example, using high-definition images on internet databases is the primary way to get browsers to find a product. In my case especially, cover art is the first thing that would draw a reader to a debut author. However, verbal imagery, like a novel blurb, is a heavier component in terms of connecting to an author's audience. A good example is someone who, having never read The Notebook, could see a little novel paragraph blurb somewhere on social networking and become intrigued with the story itself. What popular images do you see that are frequently repeated throughout your industry? Ms. Hasher replies with, the use of drawing or painting dominates illustrations and cover arts as opposed to photography, most notably in children's literature. Colors, sizes, and even placement of visuals on a page all balance in a vague connection to the reader, being both complementary to the work and blurry enough to allow room for the imagination. Photography is used secondary to connect to a new audience, like film adaptations. Nice fine example of Miss Hasher's answer is you have the original cover art for The Great Gatsby, and then you have the 2013 cover art for the modern remake of The Great Gatsby. Who is one of your favorite visual artists, and or what is your favorite style of visual art? She replies with, I'm a fan of animation. I find Brad Neely's show China Ill, short for Illinois, aesthetically pleasing. I'm not familiar enough with his work in comics to know if he does any of the drawing, but he is the show's writer and would thus have influence in the way his story is portrayed visually. The pale colors and average, unattractive characters on China Ill are a solid match with the blasé attitude of the show's universe. I've never heard of the show, so I went and found a nice little picture here for us to view. And my final question for Ms. Hasher, how has your knowledge of famous artworks influenced your creative process? Ms. Hasher responds with, I am also a fan of reading stage productions, my favorite being Arthur Miller plays. Examining the way he intended for his work to be performed made me think more about what my characters should be doing in my novel. Describing a character's body language in lieu of internal-external dialogue keeps narration intact and brings a character to life in the reader's mind's eye. And here we have a playbill of Arthur Miller's Death of a Salesman. The next photo, the main character showing both internal and external conflict. I'm Krista Giunta, and that's my Art in the Industry project. Thank you.